Gavin Newsom by Decoy Voice? All right. Man.
It's pretty pathetic when politicians are so used to lying that their new lies start to snitch on their old lies, as the ICE raids in California continue to increase. Despite the mysteriously small protests, California's Governor Newsom accidentally admits why this scares him.
In LA, do you think ICE is not going to show up around voting and polling booths to chill participation? You know that. The National Guard, you know that.
Wait, hold on. ICE is gonna go to polling booths and it's gonna scare people away? Why? If you're a law-abiding citizen and you're not illegal, then why would you be afraid? Man, that's crazy. That's a crazy self-report. What the heck? He just gave away the whole strategy.
He's so used to fear-mongering over Trump enforcing immigration law, he accidentally admitted it'll impact local elections in California, as there shouldn't be a concern over illegals being afraid to go to polling booths unless Newsom was relying on them being there. But now it finally makes sense how someone this stupid can get elected, as that wasn't even the dumbest thing he said recently. As we covered 2 months ago, how his state was completely taken over by the ICE riots.
Dude, wasn't that a crazy week? The freaking LA riots week was wild. It was like every day there was some crazy shit that happened. And it was so weird. It was particularly weird for me. And I'm sure it's the same for like anyone from LA. Just seeing like places that like you've been to and like you've been to before, just absolutely fucked. It was so weird.
They were almost allowed to destroy the city.
It was like really bad for a week.
President Trump deployed the National Guard,
I was literally just there.
Newsom immediately went to his camera to cry about it.
Just yesterday, we filed a legal challenge to Donald Trump's reckless deployment of American troops to a major American city. Today, we sought an emergency court order to stop the use of the American military to engage in law enforcement activities across Los Angeles.
But after the riots finally ended, Los Angeles resumed its normal lawlessness.
He says the LAPD couldn't help.
They said there was nothing they can do about it.
Look at this shit. Look at this animal shit. A goddamn box of animal crackers like let loose in the fucking store. What is this?
They said it's considered shoplifting, and shoplifting...
Is that a fucking kid? Look at this.
Los Angeles resumed its normal lawlessness.
He says the LAPD couldn't help.
This guy's like 10 years old.
They said there was...
It's not something like a whole bunch of
nothing they can do about it. They said it's considered shoplifting, and shoplifting isn't something they can really go after.
Wait, what?
They said it's considered shoplifting, and shoplifting isn't something
it's not something we can go after.
They can really go after.
With the LAPD completely unable to protect the citizens.
I'm a big badass do something.
Yeah, by the way, remember what I said earlier about how I was in California and there was like freaking people just shouting in the streets and getting into fights with street signs? You remember when I said that? This is literally it. This is literally what I was talking about. You just see like random like people like going schizo like in the middle of the road, just being violent. Yeah, it's weird.
So for a battery, it's going to be a private person's arrest, okay? So we're not going to be arresting him, so you're going to be the one going to court and testifying against him. To arrest him.
What?
So if you're not willing to go to court, there's really no...
For property damage and battery.
This is absolute tyranny. Like, I'm just being real. This is tyranny.
So battery is a misdemeanor. The property, if it's...
Who even pay them for?
If it's under $400, it's still a misdemeanor.
Is that LA County or is that all California?
It's all California.
Yo, I'm gonna be real. I'm actually kind of feeling the defund the police for LA. What is this? I'm kind of feeling it. If they're not gonna do anything anyway, then yeah, fuck them. You know, whatever. Fine. If you're not gonna do anything, then okay. Like, why are they paying for it? Why are you paying for this if you're in LA? They're not even gonna do anything about it. Like a dude fucking assaults you in public on camera, and the police are like, I don't know, like, you know, you're probably gonna go to court. If you're not willing to go to court, I don't know about it, man. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is uncivilized behavior. This is crazy. This is their entire purpose. This is what you pay taxes for. You pay it for this reason. I'm just being real. Like, you couldn't hate these people in charge like enough. Like, they fucking hate you. They fucking hate you, and they hate law-abiding citizens. They want you to live in a fucking hell where at any moment some fucking asshole can prey on you. Like, what is this? This is fucking ridiculous, you know? We're watching the pendulum being pushed right now, and the return swing is going to be people defending themselves with violence in return. Yeah, it is. It really is. Because that's what's gonna have to happen. You're gonna have to it's gonna go fucking full wild west if they don't get a handle of it. You're gonna have fucking vigilantes like playing cop because it's the only thing that they can do. Like I was joking about the rooftop Koreans, but it's about to be real.
Guys, the police are impotent in California. Let's just move. They can't do anything.
I've explained countless times how I've experienced the same exact situation in Los Angeles as local watch.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case, if that's true, if the police are impotent, they can't do anything. They're not gonna do anything. Then why even have them? Like, am I wrong? Like, can you imagine like how cucked you must be to be in California? Like, you're so cucked that you pay the highest fucking taxes and you have no services. They give all your money to freaking illegals. Like, what is this? I feel like I'm going crazy. This is so ridiculous. Like, these people are such assholes to like the law-abiding people. It's ridiculous. It's actually so crazy.
Commanders try to prove their effectiveness
This is so
not
stupid.
by lowering crime rates, but by discouraging the reporting of crime, just so some nepo baby can claim he's made the state safer. So ignore all the cop cars on fire.
Oh, dude, that makes sense. That makes sense. They want to make it a pain in the ass for you to report the crime. They don't want to do it because if they do it, then the crime statistics go up. So they're basically telling the citizens, well, you know, it's going to be a pain in the ass. You know, they're trying to discourage you from reporting the crime so that the crime statistics stay low. Do you see what I mean about how they manipulate this? And then they'll go out and you'll have them go, well, actually, crime has been gone since I've been in office. That's what they'll do. And then everybody will just, good job, vote for you again. That's what they do every fucking time. It's freaking so stupid. Like, this is so clown.
In stores being looted.
This is
the crime
so clown.
stats are in fact down, so stop Trump from enforcing the law over here. Except Newsom suddenly switched up, flooding the state with additional law enforcement.
We're going to be expanding this operation, building on the success that is now included over 9,000 arrests statewide. A effort that will now take shape on Border Division down in San Diego. We're going to advance this effort down in LA.
It's Monster over on Kick Chat says the seal impressions have been increasing, dude, because the insanity has been increasing. The freaking absolute just I can't believe like how fucking retarded these people are. It's like every day I feel like, man, every day we stray further from God, man. This is what the hell is going on? How is this possible? Like, it's just a full-blown circus at this point.
He immediately crumbles at the slightest amount of questioning.
You're surging law enforcement across the state. So, do you believe that crime is a problem in California or not?
Well, sort of curious question. I made the entire point that crime's an issue and we want to tackle it, and we continue to do more in that space, and we announced and highlighted some of the expansion, what is not contradictory, respectfully.
What's the difference between Trump sending in the Marines and Newsom sending in the state police?
Yep.
Absolutely nothing, other than California residents suffering a few more months just so Newsom can get his spin on it first, as he used to consider supplemental law enforcement private police.
You have the largest private police force in the world. When they're done with this, all that funding and that big, beautiful portrayal allows more resources for this private police force. But these authoritarian actions by the president, he is weak. He's weakness masquerading as strength.
But as Kevin Dalton points out, this whole weakness masquerading as strength is just some overly complicated slogan he's desperately trying to land.
Donald Trump exudes strangely
What the
strength.
fuck is this?
I think he's weakness masquerading as strength.
J.D. Vance is a unique one because he's complete. He's weakness masquerading as strength.
Yep.
He thinks it's a joke. He's a joke. Everybody knows it. So in over his head. What an embarrassment.
What the
That's just guy's weakness masquerading as strength.
There's nothing about Trump, Vance, or Hegseth deporting hundreds of thousands while getting chastised by the mainstream media, tariffing every country that even looks at him funny, all while bolstering military recruitment to levels we haven't seen since Trump's last administration. Nothing about that is weakness masquerading as strength, as he ironically goes on a press tour parroting that, after he let the state burn down during the wildfires, then let the state burn down during the ICE riots, all because he was too busy doing a podcast that no one even listens to.
Dude, I had to deal with this guy for so long. I fucking hated this guy. This guy was so bad. We tried to recall his ass. I was a part of that, by the way. I signed that shit. I signed that shit so fast.
But don't let that distract you from the fact that he tried to say enforcing the law was bad, as he's claiming his state police is going to tackle the homeless issue, when we all know what he really thinks about California's homeless.
10-year plan to end chronic homeless in San Francisco.
Project Homeless Connect is availed itself in 221 cities.
Hats off to the 10-year council to end chronic homeless. And it is not surprising the state has more people living on the streets than homelessness. Let's call it what it is. It's a
We need more money. We need more money. If we just had more money, we would solve the homelessness problem. Meanwhile, it just goes up and up and up and up, but they need more money. It's like you pay them money. Guys, you give them more of your tax dollars to fix homelessness, and it gets worse. I just don't understand. If they were working at like a company, they would have been fired like 10 years ago. These people never get fired.
disgrace. There's no greater manifestation of our failure than the issue of homelessness.
Who's in charge?
On the streets and sidewalks. Let's see results.
You're in charge.
We'll find.
You're the one in charge. What are you bitching about?
Success, not failure. Time to do your job. People are dying.
No, you do your job. Stop squirming. You do your job. What the fuck is this?
On their watch. Dying on their watch. How do people get reelected? Look at these encampments. They're a disgrace. They've been there years and years and years and years.
So nice of Newsom to finally get serious about homelessness after 24, whatever 25 minus 8 is. The fact that I'm shockingly bad at math is also his fault, as I am also a product of California's public schools. But me not being a math Asian doesn't mean I'm dumb enough to support him. But shockingly, some people just do, almost by default.
Gavin Newsom may not be the Democrat we want, but he is the Democrat we need.
They should have never gave us the right to vote. What a fucking mistake.
We all hate Trump, but this...
Again, thanks for the gift sub. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you, I hate making accounts for 5 gift subs over on Kick. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
This man hates Trump.
Which makes me wonder how many of them are being paid by this dark money group, where the 1630 Fund has been pouring hundreds of millions into left-leaning causes for years, as some of these social media accounts are getting $8,000 a month.
I'm like joking, but I'm kind of not at the same time. Like, I'm joking, but like at the same time, like, if that would fix all the problems, I'd take it.
With all this money being connected to none other than Soros himself. It's insane to think.
They should just go back to the old system. You know, because in the old system, even women could vote too. You just had to like own land, right? Maximia, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the old voting system was if you owned land, you could vote. It didn't matter if you were like white, black woman. It didn't matter. You just had to like own land and then you could vote. Just go back to that.
Think about all the accounts that randomly sold out to push something they know nothing about.
That's some skin in the game, you know? Like,
all because they were offered a life-changing amount of cash. So if one day you turn on Decoy Voice and it's...
Wait, what?
So if one day you turn on Decoy Voice and it's... Just know I was offered generational wealth to sell out and just be happy for me. But if you're calling me out for using Chinese Dragon Ball Z dubs alongside North Korean propaganda, I think you're a nerd for even noticing. But back to the real story, as I'm almost certain this Twitter account I follow got bought out, where they randomly repost all the same
The logic behind only landowners being able to vote, the logic behind it is that you have skin in the game. Or you know, it doesn't even have to be landowning. There could be some other metric that you could use. But basically, like, the idea is that you should be able to vote if you actually are paying into the system, like, positively. That's basically the whole idea behind it. And like the landowning thing is just kind of a easy one, an easy metric for it, right? It's of course not like perfect, but it's basically kind of along the lines that you have skin in the game. Like you actually have you're voting from a position where like the wrong vote would fuck you over. Does that make sense? And it's not about like just you're basically not giving people votes who have incentive to like steal from you. But it's more complicated than that. Like I'm not really explaining it well right now. It'd take me a while to kind of go into it, but the gist of it is skin in the game. At least an IQ of 105. I don't think you need a high IQ to create value though. The idea is that you get a vote if you create value. I don't think you create I think you can create value with a low IQ. You can. Crazy's IQ is not a good measurement of intellect. I don't think you have to be a smart person to create value. I don't think so. I mean, there probably is like a certain like IQ floor for that, but it's not 105. I don't think so. Like I like for instance, some of the mandatory military service or community service, you should have to pass a civics class to be able to vote. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like there's got to be a better way, like some kind of system. I don't know. I feel like when I'm just being real, I feel like democracy is pretty dangerous. I'm just being real. Like I've never been a fan of pure democracy. You know, luckily we don't really have a pure democracy in America, luckily, but like, yeah, the people are retarded. Yeah, exactly. Basically anything would be better than what we have now. Well, the problem is you have a system right now where basically the most manipulative people win, because a lot of people are not very good at thinking for themselves. That's been my observation of like of the state of humanity. There's not a lot of people good at like actually thinking for themselves, and because of that, they're easily manipulated by bad actors. And this happens like over and over again. I mean, all you gotta do is look at these cities, right? Like they keep voting for the same people, and they keep promising like, oh, you know, we're gonna make everything better, and then it just gets worse. And then people keep voting for them, and it just get worse, and they just keep voting for them. It's like, how is this fucking possible? You know, and then you have the people who are creating value, they move out because of it, right? I'm pretty sure those people are over the age of 70 because they bought those properties for 10K and like Chris high five. Yeah, and it's like I said, like people who make value in a place, they end up leaving because it's just fucked up. Like can't even run a business in one of these places, right? Ocean Flan 64 says, pass a civics test to demonstrate an understanding of our founding values and how the government functions. Perhaps basic economics and history too. Tazuto says a lot more people than you think wouldn't pass that. Good. That would be sick, actually. That's actually what I want. That's the point. Yeah. I mean, more than half the country good. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Just being real. Shit seems so fucked. It seems so fucked. Like the fact that like this guy keeps getting in, and these people keep getting into positions of power when they're absolutely retarded is just, I just can't. Like it's too much, you know? It's too much. I think we need some drastic reform. That's all I'm saying.
Governor Newsom stuff you see on Reddit using this same exact rhetoric, as all these random Redditors all post similar Newsom screenshots, trying to call him Big Balls Gavin as if that would catch on. Scattered all across Reddit, getting tens of thousands of upvotes with the same unoriginal titles using the same exact username style. It's always 2 random words pushed together followed by 4 random numbers, and the more I dug into it, the more disgusting it became, where some of the accounts were obviously bots, posting long-winded AI stories and even replying to their own posts as if they were a different person, as it seemed like it was just an ecosystem of bots interacting with each other. But the other accounts were guys that were very into posting disgusting adult content, and even one guy would say he's in his late 40s, but later post in threads about how he's taken college entrance exams trying to interact with high schoolers.
What the fuck?
All in between reposting that bizarre inorganic propaganda.
What the
and
hell
that's
is going
Reddit's
on?
pro-Newsom movement in a nutshell. AI bots and perverts. I don't know why anybody would willingly align with them for free, but again, this is just the retargeting of an audience that saw their city literally get burned down twice and still prioritizes fighting Trump. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's
Clanker
reality,
Seal's getting
subscribe
worse, yeah.
to Decoy Voice.
They got like a couple Clanker Seals like mixed in with the regular seals. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how they keep voting for this guy. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, I'm like stun locked right now. Like, I'm just like, I don't understand how this keeps happening. Like, they haven't fixed anything. Shit's gotten worse. It's like, let's just keep voting for them. Like, what? How is this? What are you doing? Like, something is seriously wrong in California. You know, it's just seriously wrong.